It's like
time.
Offensive linemen, and they can't hear, and they start making noise, and it got to them. They're starting. I love this. They were counting down just now. You can hear them counting down. The pitch clock was down to 3, 2, 1. So these fans don't forget, man.
I was in Seattle this weekend for the Mariners game against the Guardians, and more specifically on Saturday, it was Julio Rodriguez's bobblehead day. And in front of a sold-out crowd, there was a couple things that happened regarding the pitch clock that we need to talk about. I also recorded Logan Gilbert's pregame bullpen, so go check out that video after this one. And remember to subscribe to the channel for more Mariners and baseball content throughout the season. I'll also put a link to my shop in the description below, so you can get some Couch GM gear for the season. So first off, the game on Saturday ended up taking just 2 hours and 3 minutes, with the Guardians beating the Mariners 2-0. There was 8 hits total in this game, and this was the fastest game in MLB so far this season. And as you can see here, the average time of a 9-inning game the last 5 seasons, the last 4 seasons specifically, have averaged a little over 3 hours. Well, so far this year in 2023, the average time of game is now at 2 hours and 38 minutes. This is a decrease in the average length of game of around a half an hour. To the diehard baseball fan, this doesn't make a difference in whether or not you'll watch a game, but to the more casual viewer, it really does make a difference. For example, I have a friend who's a casual baseball fan who watches a few games on TV a year, and he compared watching a baseball game to watching a movie. And so this difference in shortening a game from over 3 hours to now like 2 hours and 40 minutes, he compared it to watching Lord of the Rings versus a Batman movie. And so for people watching a game who view it as just pure entertainment, this might actually make a difference and get more people watching the game. Although of course there's still probably some tweaks that need to be made, such as in late innings and in playoffs, or if they need to add a few seconds to the pitch clock. But one thing that happened this weekend at the Mariner game that was a pretty cool result of the pitch clock was how it allowed the fans to really get involved in the game and get under the skin of reliever James Karinchak. To set the stage for Saturday, we have to go back to Thursday, which was opening day. Bottom of the 8th inning, and on the mound is James Karinchak. He gets called for a pitch clock violation, and the fans in Seattle let him hear it. He then sailed the next pitch into the backstop, and you could tell the environment was getting to him.
Crowd all over Karinchak. Now Mike Z going out.
JP would get on base. Julio flew out next, after which James would hit Colton Wong.
And hit him.
And this brought up Ty France.
Right here. One out. Look out. Holy moly. Ball 1. As well. Ty to right field. Chasing Brennan back. Looking up. It's gone. Ty France gives the Mariners a 3-0 lead.
The Mariners maintained their lead and won the game 3-0. Fast forward to Saturday, and here are the lines for the Julio Rodriguez bobblehead. And as I mentioned, it was a sold-out crowd. But again in the 8th inning, here comes Karinchak.
Here, and they start making noise, and it got to them. They're starting. I love this. They were counting down just now. You can hear them counting down. The pitch clock was down to 3, 2, 1. So these fans don't forget, man.
The fans remember what happened on Friday, and they would not let this opportunity pass.
Snuggles back in before 8 on the clock. Golfs one out of play.
So you can also say the pitch clock gives something to involve the fans now.
I kind of love it, man.
I don't think anybody thought that was going to happen.
Pitch from Karinchak. They're counting him down. The pitch. Foul back.
Karinchak ended up escaping the 8th inning, giving up no runs, and the Guardians would end up taking 3 out of 4 games from the Mariners this series. Clearly, there's a little rust on the bats for the Mariners to start out the year, but hopefully they can get it started soon, as they have a series with the Angels starting today with George Kirby on the mound. It wasn't all bad though, as Julio Rodriguez hit his first home run of the season, which was an Opotaki.
Right field. Got carry. Bye-bye. 1-0 Mariners.
Thank you for watching, and make sure to comment below your thoughts on this series, and I'll see you next time.
All right, guys, goodbyes only. Don't forget it.
Stop it.